I'm Eric Scripseth, and my project concerns the framing of the messages given to potential volunteers in a watershed organization. In a 2016 study, Bethany Alander found 10 factors were important to more than half of the volunteers in 8 watershed organizations. This presentation explains how these factors framed the information used in a presentation for new members of the Moshannon Creek Watershed Association. There were also some local factors that were included in the presentation choices, and these will be discussed as well. The local factors that were involved in this presentation all involved the efforts of a previous organization that unsuccessfully tried to improve this watershed. In discussions with Rachel Kester from Trout Unlimited, she had mentioned that the previous group gave up because they came to be discouraged that they weren't making any progress. They also struggled with getting their data taken seriously by others that, like the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. And because of that, these events, we're going to start with a project where we can have some progress right from the beginning. And also, we're going to emphasize that we're going to build on the previous group's efforts, not ignore it and start over. The first item on Alander's list of items important to watershed volunteers was helping the environment. Next was helping the community. Then it was getting outside or connecting with nature. Then contributing to scientific knowledge. And then learning about water quality. Doing something physically active, learning new skills or knowledge, having some fun, helping the organization get more done for less money, and engaging with other people. This is the first slide of the actual presentation that will be delivered to potential volunteers on October 8th. This first slide with the mission statement is all about the most important thing on Alander's list of 10 factors, protecting the environment. The local concerns that were found are being addressed partially with this slide, where the new group is going to try to start with projects that show some immediate benefit, and there can be something tangible accomplished almost immediately if we can adopt these systems and get them going properly. Also involved in getting these systems properly will be some of Alander's factors, helping the environment, getting outside, learning about water quality, learning new skills, engaging with other people while we work together to get these systems going, and being physically active. Going outside all over the watershed to update the data on the watershed will all be about helping the environment, getting outside in nature, contributing to scientific knowledge, and learning about water quality. In addition to those factors on the previous slide, updating the assessment plans that were done previously by the Moshannon Creek Watershed Coalition will acknowledge that group's efforts and build on them. And we will emphasize that, we're going to use what they found and we're going to move it forward. This slide, which shows volunteers in a different group building a weir, which is a way to measure water flow, explicitly mentions getting outside. And in the image, you can see people being active and they're working together. They're engaging with each other while they're building this structure. This slide is all about helping the community, in this case, the paddling community. There's an organization that has run a canoeing and kayaking race on Moshannon Creek for 52 years. And in March, it'll be their 53rd year of running this race. We have offered to help with this, and we will be helping the community, getting outside, having fun, and engaging with that group of people, and hopefully getting them to work with us in the future. Another thing that we want to emphasize to help with the whole question about people being discouraged is that we're able to accomplish a lot simply by protecting the clean streams. You, about half of the streams in this watershed are clean. They have healthy water, they've got trout, they've got other things living in the stream. It's a lot easier to protect them and a lot less expensive to protect them than it is to clean up the problems from the mine water. So we can accomplish a lot by doing this, and we're going to emphasize that this is a big part of what we will be doing. And in that, we'll be helping the environment, connecting with nature, scientific knowledge, water quality, physical activity, and learning new skills. This is the last slide of the presentation that will be given. The other 9 factors of Alander's 10 have already been discussed in previous slides, but one hasn't, and that is how to help the organization do more for less money. And this slide lists item by item, line by line, things that we need and how people can help. And with that, we will have covered all of the items that are considered important to watershed volunteers and are also of need to the new Moshannon Creek Watershed Association.